Huh. Ooh. Huh. Ooh. Huh. Huh. Baby girl, she a flexion. Shut down, lay it and she next Woo. Everything that she do, she slay it down, ain't nothing new. Yeah, huh. She's a bomb queen. Everything I'm on done dream.
You are now tuning in to Blue Media.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Blue Media podcast. You already know me. I'm Lynn Bitt, your host. I do a bit of everything. As you can see today, I'm wearing another piece from my sustainable collection from my sustainable design line, The Bit Store, where I make a bit of everything because everyone needs a bit of something. I'll be the bit you won't forget. I'm here today with Reggie.
What's up?
Give yourself a little introduction.
What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Step Into the Arena, Reggie Lanez, ITE. You know what I mean? We outside. Shout out Rough Riders Radio, the Arena Podcast. Word, we here.
Respect. And Mr. Slash.
And we ain't talking to Slash Show from Sunset Park, Brooklyn. When artists are trying to come outside, I'm here.
Respect. It's so great to have you gentlemen here with us today.
I appreciate you having us.
Take a little shot to christen the conversation.
Cheers.
Cheers, Blue Media. Cheers
Cheers,
to
Blue Media.
you guys for taking your time to come out today. Ooh. So, Reggie,
What's up?
tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a one-man band. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Make music. I've been an artist since I was 9 years old. Been a showcase promoter in the city for a while. Kind of just fell back into that a little bit. Shout out my people, Showcase Poppy, Escobano, you know what I mean?
Shouts out.
Graphic design, a little bit of everything. If you think about something in the music business, you think about Reggie Lanez, you feel me? So that's how I go.
Put yourself with it.
There you go.
Are you wearing anything that you've designed?
I mean, I designed a hat, you know what I mean? Lids have like this light blue collection that they had, and I just, had to throw my name on the side of it, you know what I mean?
Fire.
Everything got to have Reggie Lanez on it. If it don't got Reggie Lanez on it, it's not for me.
That's
you
your
know what I
trademark.
mean? Word up. That's how I go.
Respect. What do you have coming up this year? Any big projects you're working on?
So it's a lot of projects that I'm working on at the moment. I actually just got casted as a co-host to a season of One Love, One Road, which is a brand new, thank you, appreciate that, brand new series coming out on YouTube. Shout out my boy Curry Rose for directing it and putting everything together.
Shouts out.
You know what I'm saying? 20 girls competing, no fighting. It's like a reality TV show.
God.
You know what I mean? Right, yeah. That's the number one rule. You fight, you automatically disqualified. You feel me?
Right.
Because it's $10K on the line. So the winner gets, $10,000.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So different competitions, basketball, football, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Bowling. So, that's like one of the biggest things I'm working on right now for like the next 3 to 4 months.
That's going to be exciting.
We got, a few shows coming up. I got some property up in Albany. Shout out my boy _Q again. We about to do a big concert up there called the 518 Voltron concert. That's coming up April 4th. We got Drewski coming up there. Shout out Kaya Baby.
Tickets for that?
Oh, that's going to be on Eventbrite pretty soon. We still working out the kinks, you know what I'm saying? But we getting ready to drop the flyer by next week, and we about to get the ball rolling. So, anybody that want to come up to Albany, man, y'all more than welcome to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, we just working on the music. Got the album getting ready to drop soon, Lanes with the Z.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to like the legend of Zorro. That's the kind of the vibe you're going to get from it. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of what inspired it.
Absolutely. So it's like the cover is like me with like the mask on with a Reggie Lanez hat.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? With the sword. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's
you know
tough.
what I'm saying?
That's
Word.
tough.
And it's all like real, like authentic hip hop.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you what kind of music is on that album.
You know what I mean? So kind of going through a little bit of a transition of music right now. So, you know what I mean? Getting that situated. So, yeah.
What'd you start with?
So actually, the funny part is I'm coming back to this because this is actually how I started. You know what I'm saying? I love to rap. Like, that's always been my thing. I did singing every now and again, but rapping has always been something I really love to do. And I love to have a message behind the music. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell stories within the music because that's what, hip hop was. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 80s, early 90s, it had to have some kind of message.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it was poverty or, racism in America, whatever it was always some kind of message. And that's what I'm bringing back to the essence of what music is.
Right.
You know what I mean? What hip hop is, what the culture is about.
What are we
You know
talking
what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. So that's what you're going to get from the future music that you hearing me in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tapped into a little bit of everything else, you know, with the trap and, you know, faster flows and melodic flows, stuff like that. And you're still gonna hear bits of that. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Just to
completely
prove you got
right.
it, you know?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I'm the type of guy, like, once I see it on my desk, it's like I gotta conquer it. Once I see something come out, I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? I did every kind of record you could think of. When Sexy Drill came out, I was like, damn, this is actually a thing now? It's something I already did. I was like, all right, cool, fuck it. I'll go with it for a little bit. And I never dropped any of those songs. I was just like, nope, it's not for me. You know what I mean? So I try, I dabble, and I'm like, just stick to what I know.
Yeah.
And let the people gravitate towards it. You know what I mean?
Is that how you feel like you decide what direction you go in?
Yeah.
It's like people's response to it?
Yeah, that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of what people gravitate towards me, as far as what the music is, the demographic that I choose, is between the older generation, because I kind of relate to them more, because I feel like I'm 50 years old at heart. You know what I mean? I'm in my 20s, but I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? And then for women, you know what I mean? I make a lot of ladies' music. You know what I'm saying? That's where you'll get the little bit of melodic or R&B vibe in. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where it goes.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You said you've been making music since you were 9?
Yeah.
Okay. What inspired the start of that? Did you have people around you doing it?
So yeah, it's kind of genetic. So my mother was a rapper back in the 80s.
Okay.
She rapped with like Kurtis Blow, you know, 𝐒𝐄𝐄𝐿, stuff like that. My father played in the band. He called And Love Too. He used to play bass guitar. My aunt used to sing, and, you know, my
Musical
uncle played drums.
genetics.
Yeah, so it just kind of just came from the family, you know what I mean?
That's
And I
awesome.
just kind of just jumped on it because I always loved music. I always loved music.
What do you think drew you to making it yourself? Was it the writing process of it? Was it like, did you want to pick your own beats?
I think it was more
Just
of the...
in general.
It was general, but it was more of the performing aspect of it. I always loved to perform. And that's one thing I always loved to do. Even before I started like showcasing my writing, I was in a band. I used to play instruments in school.
Okay.
I did chorus, you know what I mean? So I did showcase other people's work, but I never showcased my own work.
Right.
And that's what drove me to start doing my own thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
What instruments did you play?
Oh, back when I was a kid, I used to play drums, played trombone, trumpet, tuba.
Nice.
I was like in that brass category.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was alto, tenor, and bari sax.
Nice.
In the jazz band and wind ensemble at my school. So
There you go.
you know, reading music, I think was one of the most difficult things that
Absolutely.
I've never been math minded.
Absolutely.
They say math minded people are supposed to be good at reading music. So anyone that I find who's like good, like you say you play multiple instruments. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, he must, you know, genetic family too of music. You must be good at both math and music.
So this is the funny part. I flunked math.
Oh, okay. So I don't know who made that study, but you
Yeah.
guys need to check your work because I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Well, they say, you know, good engineers, good producers, they're good at math. They're better at math, rather.
Right.
I don't know how true that is neither. But, you know, if
I'm
you
the
could count your bars, then I guess you're good at math. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But even when it came to reading music, I used to have to write the letters underneath the notes and
okay, yeah, me too,
drag
me
out.
too.
That's the
Okay.
only way I can learn
Got
it.
you.
But my thing was, I could read it all day long, but once I hear it, I got it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like once I got to hear it maybe once or twice, I know it. And I know what
the
notes.
muscle memory comes quick.
And I know what notes it is. I just can't tell you what notes, but I know how it sounds.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And that's just how I always went with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Different brains, how it's set up sometimes. People will ask me, do you know this song? Or do you know this name? And I'll be like, oh, no. And then they'll play it. And then I'm singing every word. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, of course I know that.
Right.
I just didn't know, like, the label that was on it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, absolutely.
always interesting.
Yeah.
Let's tap into you, Mr. Quiet over here.
How you doing? What's going on?
What do you do?
I rap, actually. My story's a little different from everybody else's. I just started rapping like 2-3 years ago. I was in trouble as a kid. I came home. I got around a bunch of friends. They was already rapping. They do it for fun.
Yeah.
They asked me to rap. I told my story. And it's been up ever since.
Got you. Kind of same concept, though, of, like, you wanted to put real,
But
words.
Reggie Moore, he came from a family-oriented music family. You know, his mom, his dad, they in the music. I come from, my parents are Puerto Ricans. They don't even speak English. Right. You know what I mean? So I was 1998. I found a DMX album, threw it on, and I've been outside ever since. You know what I mean? So that was me. I found DMX and I found Nelly, Country Grammar. So I found those two CDs, put them on. I was outside. You know what I mean? So that's how it started for me. At 19, I got into trouble. Unfortunately, I did some time. I came home. I got around a couple friends. And they wanted to hear my story. So I told it. I wrote one song, the first song I ever wrote. Shout out to 𝐑𝐄𝐍𝐄𝐿 Hot 97. He put it on the radio. So, I've been on the radio a couple times. Shout out to 𝐒𝐿𝐍𝐄𝐍, you know what I mean? And so behind that motivation itself made me want to keep going.
For sure.
I wrote a second song. Got a lot of good feedback. I wrote a third song. And unfortunately, I got shot during one of these showcases.
Oh, wow.
I was at a show. There wasn't no street, no personal problems. I was at a show, random. 2 dudes tried me at a show. I'm gonna protect myself. I fought. And I'm here. I took 5 bullets, unfortunately, but thank God we still here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was March 28th. That was 10 months ago, 11 months ago.
Wow.
It's about to be a year now. Wow. So I'm just trying to get better. I was in the hospital bed. I wrote a song.
I can imagine.
I just decided to write a song in the hospital bed and put it out there called Risk Takers, and it's been going up. So
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That is a crazy story.
So I'm not on no platforms. You're not gonna find me on YouTube. I'm not. I just got Instagram. I just started my little Instagram page. I got like 1,800 followers. Okay. 1,800 of my friends. You know what I'm saying? So if you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna be like a friend of mine because I don't got no fake followers and none of that. I just try to go around. I've been around Reggie. I came to one of his platforms, and I was just sitting. I sat in and watched some of the artists in his platform. He got a crazy platform going on. I'm hopefully one day I can get a chance to touch his stage. But like I said, I just been moving around. Shout out to Blue Media, man. It's another platform I was able to touch. Shout out to Vanity. She had through a showcase. I went in there, did my thing. So, it's just networking for me. It's all about networking.
Happy to have you here. And what I had mentioned about the similarity was actually about in like what you want to bring through your music, because you said that you shared your story through your music.
So just like similar what Reggie said, like every single song that I have is very relatable. I feel like my music, my grandma listens to it. She likes it, and she don't even know English.
That has to be a
so
huge
she can listen to
W.
it, and she can, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I try to, like my pops, he don't speak that much English. I try to get him to hear it. He likes it. You know what I'm saying? I go to the hood. I let the young boys listen to it. The young guys like it. Yeah. So we just networking. I'm trying to make a song that everybody can relate to. Right. Everyone likes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, like Reggie said, I'm not trying to stick to just one thing. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to stick to my main rap. I love to rap. Right. You know what I mean? I love to tell my story.
For sure.
So, I harmonize a little bit. We throw a little singing in there. We do that too, because we artists. We want to entertain. We don't want to stick to one thing. We want to try to expand. And I'm just learning. I'm new to all this. Like, I'm literally like the baby and all this. So it's like...
You came first song you ever made on the radio?
First song ever was on the radio, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still touring with it. For some reason, I'm tired of performing it, but the people love it, so they keep asking for it.
Yep. Hey, that's
so a lot of times I come to the showcases and like shout out to DJ Rush, shout out to Big Breeze, Hit the Beat, shout out to Fluff Jones, shout out to a bunch of platforms out there, man. I'm not even gonna. It's a bunch of them, man. You know what I mean? They always send me flyers. At first, shout out to G Chambers, Trapezzoni. It started off, you know what I mean? At first, I had to pay my way in. You know what I mean? Who's gonna give a person with no type of content, no videos, no fan base? Why would they let me touch their stage? You know what I'm saying? Now, this man been rapping since he was 9 years old. I've been doing it for 2 years. How can I disrespect him by even just asking him to just let me rap on his stage? So I'm not even gonna do that to him. I'm gonna let my money talk for itself. How much can I pay to be on this stage? You know what I'm saying? And then they always throw this crazy number out there. Give me 500. Right. No problem. I'll pay the 5. Right. I don't argue. I pay the 5. The next time I come around, how much you want? Yo, bro, that was amazing. If you could bring out 2-3 people, you don't even gotta pay no more. Say that. So I went from paying to literally, now I'm free.
Congrats.
You know what the next step is now, right? Now they're gonna start paying me.
Right.
Understand? So I went from paying to do walkthroughs. I'm gonna start getting some paper. Shout out to 𝐑𝐄𝐻 too. He got me on tour.
Congratulations.
So, to be on tour with 𝐑𝐄𝐻 too. So
good stuff. Yeah, you guys have great stuff going on, especially for this upcoming year.
Yeah, I got an Instagram series right now. It's like 3 episodes in, 4 episodes in. Trying to get Reggie Lanez on it. We try to speak to him after this. Try to get him on because he's also an influencer and it's unsigned. You know what I mean? He throws showcases for unsigned artists and independent artists. So if we could get him on the showcase, you know what I mean? It's gonna go up.
Fire.
appreciate
We got a couple people on there. We got, you know what I mean? We got Young Solo on there. When they got 400 Hayes, when they digs. We try to get unsigned artists, people that are hungry, starving, people that also been on this platform that you got a chance to. They also on there too. So
that's what's up. Yeah.
shout out to Chromatos. Chromatos is the one behind it. You got the lens, all female hip hop. See my boy.
Yeah, shouts out.
So he's behind the lens. You know what I'm saying? I remixed a 50 Cent song. I got shot 5 times. So 50 Cent had a song called Patiently Waiting. Shout out to Rough Rider Radio. Rough Rider reached out to me. Shout out to Star. Star reached out to me and she told me she wanted me to be part of a Rough Rider cypher. This was like 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
And she said the only thing is that you can't pick your own beat. I'm gonna send you a beat and you just gotta put 16 bars on it. No hook, no ad-libs, none of that, just 16 bars of rap. So I wrote it and I gave it 16. We did the Rough Rider cypher. It was amazing. It's a great platform. We did that, and then I ain't gonna lie, I got so much feedback behind that I decided to put it out there. So we put the 50 Cent song out there. So it's freestyle, but it's always good to like we start off the show with that 16 bars of rap.
Yeah.
And then we go into our little riding out radio play song. You know what I mean? So that's right now. We want to shoot the music video for that. I got a concept idea. If you remember in 2004, the Get Rich or Die Trying, if you remember in the club, 50 Cent, he was like slowly on the treadmill, upside down, trying to get back to health from being shot 9 times. So we're gonna kind of like take that concept a little bit. We're gonna get a couple. I don't want to give all the ideas out there, but we're gonna make the room into a hospital room, and we're gonna come back to life. You know, it's gonna be 5 shots coming back to life from the shots. So. You're gonna catch me doing little push-ups, hitting the pull-up bar. I don't got a treadmill, so we're gonna hit the bench instead of, you know, we ain't gonna be running on the treadmill. I can't run anyway, I got a bad leg. But I could definitely hit the bench, you know, we get the pull-ups, get bags visuals, you know, he gonna shoot the video, we gonna get bags on there, and we gonna go up. So hopefully we get 50 Cent to co-sign it.
Okay.
You know that. If 50 Cent sign off on it, we going up after that.
Yeah.
Even if he sues me, I'll take it. Sue me.
Publicity's publicity.
I'll take it.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's the idea, though. It's definitely the idea. And shout out to Kaya Baby. We got something coming up with her March 16th. She just finally threw me on the bill this morning. Shout out to H General. You know, they threw Mano on there too, so I know Mano gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be in the building.
Shouts out.
So, you know, we working. H General got me going a bunch of shows. I'm everywhere. Outside.
Word up.
Congrats.
Shout out DJ Will too. Put me on 105, so I got love for Will too. You know, it's my guy.
Gotta shout him out. When you write, do you write on paper? You write.
See, that's the thing.
Out?
I do. I'm like one of them old school kind of guys. I don't know how to. Unfortunately, like I said, I did 10 years in prison. I don't even know how to order Domino's yet. I just found out that you could take a Domino's pizza and cut it in half and make half pineapples and half pepperoni. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that. So it's like I'm just still learning how to like. I went to jail with a Nextel 730 and came home to an iPhone 10. I skipped the 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even know how to use it. I literally, there's like 20 apps on there. I just use 2 apps, 3 apps. I don't even know what the other apps are about. So I'm just trying to learn technology, you know, Wi-Fi. I'm thinking Wi-Fi was something you plug into the wall. I don't know what this is. So I'm just learning. Just trying to learn.
Yeah, no, respect to that. And I think it's going to be a huge motivator, too, to everyone who hears your story, you know, to see the build and the grace that you have in the build.
I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I done lost everything. I got nothing to lose. It's like, what do I got? It's just me. I live alone. I'm a single man. I got my own crib. I pay my own bills. I feed myself. Shout out to Ramadan. We fasting. I'm not even Muslim. I challenge myself to everything. You know what I mean? So the month of March, we going to fast the whole month of March. During the day, and we gonna eat at night. You know what I mean? So it's just like challenge myself. I like to put myself out there.
Right. No, respect. There's definitely, I think there's always reward in hard work, regardless of
it's definitely
what
paying
the
off.
work is.
I could definitely tell you that everything that I'm doing is definitely getting recognized. I don't feel like I'm in the back of the room. I love when I walk in the room, shout out DJ Ruthless. He recognized me when I walked in. You know what I'm saying? So that's always hard work. I was in a couple of his shows. Put myself out there, you know what I mean? So I'm always gonna be in the room. You always gonna see me in the room. Always gonna be in the back of the room.
And you've been on the scene now, you said, for like 2 years, right?
I came home 3 years ago, parole. Didn't let me come out the house the first year. So I stood my ass inside. I wasn't trying to get into no trouble. But once I got off parole, I'm outside. I ain't got, I'm a free man. I pay my debt to society. I ain't got nothing to lose.
No, respect.
Yeah.
Coming back over here to you, Reggie. What are some of the things in your writing process? Because I know I asked him paper or electronic.
Right. I do a little bit of both. It's more electronic just because I like to write on the go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of writer, like I'm in the crib, I can't write. I could listen to beats all day. But I can't write in the crib. I just can't. My mind is like in relax mode.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm traveling, my best writing is while I'm in the studio.
That's crazy.
That's my best writing. Or sometimes I don't write at all. I just go in there and just go.
Wow,
you know what I'm
straight
saying?
off the freelance.
Yeah,
Freestyle.
Yeah. A lot of like my singing that I do, my hooks and stuff like that, I don't write them down until after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I just go in there.
Yeah,
my bars, that's different. Like if I'm, you know what I mean? Because it depends on what we're writing about, of course. But a lot of times, you know, those I write. But for singing and stuff like that, I don't write it most of the time. I just kind of I get a harmony. I put the harmony on there and I listen to it a little bit and then I come up with the words as I'm listening and then I go back in there and I just record it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I come up with it. And then the pen start flowing. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where my writing process is. You know what I mean? And just I got to shout out Slash because one thing, you know, a lot of people know I do be outside, but I'm inside, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For the last...
They come out for a reason.
Facts.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my Cash App ain't dinging, no, I'm just kidding. But
That'll make sense.
you know what I'm saying?
That'll make sense. 100%.
You know I'm not kidding.
That'll make sense.
But you know what I mean? But for the past 3-4 years, while I was still just finding my sound, where I was at musically, still hitting stages here and there, you know what I mean? Just to keep the pen sharp.
Definitely performing. I've definitely seen you perform
Right.
multiple times.
Nah, for sure. You know, just to keep the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like I love performing. That's what I love to do. I love to perform. So I keep the craft there. But you know, I did a lot of behind the scenes work. So you know, I'm the guy that's putting people on to the labels and sitting down with A&Rs.
He is though.
Sitting down with the DJs and trying to help people get signed. Or I'm in a managing role. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of where that transition coming in now is because I'm kind of falling back from that and just focus on the artistry. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a transition for me too because I haven't focused on being an artist in almost 5 years. So I'm still getting back into that. Right. And then the game is totally different now as far as like you got to run ads. You got to, you know, metadata and
content is key.
Content.
It's key.
Yeah, it's key. You know what I'm saying? All that is still new to me, so I'm learning it as I go, and I'm running the train, and you know what I mean.
He don't know, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know
no, that's
I mean?
actually kind of what I was gonna play off of. Is that you know, since you both make music, like, what are some things that, like, you who is newer to the music scene would ask him who's been in the music scene? You know, since you, like, if there's anything that you need, if there's any kind of a roadblock.
So my thing is, like, he just said,
it's a spot to ask.
He said that he's more comfortable writing on the move. Where me is completely different. I don't have any. I have like 2 or 3 features with artists because I take longer to write than the normal artists. So I feel like I slow people down and I keep people back from reaching where they want to go. So I try not to get on nobody's projects. I try not to get a feature because I'm gonna slow you down. It takes me 3-4 weeks, a month to write my song.
Right.
Where you could go in and do it in a session.
Right.
Some artists, I done went to studios and sat down and I watch a guy go in there and do 2 songs in 30 minutes.
It's impressive.
I can't do
It's
that.
impressive.
I make 6 bars in 2 hours.
And
I
you
make
know
3
what?
bars.
But there's still a market for everything.
I mean, so I'm not rushing
your
my craft,
vision, though.
So that's what
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not rushing
What
my
you
craft.
have to share might not be able to be
I could make
brought out in
ABC
a
rap.
couple
I could talk about the block and the box and the Glocks and the cops. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make that type of music. I want to sit there and actually think my music through.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that when you hear it, someone from West Virginia,
Right.
that's pretty nice. I actually like that. I can relate to that. I can actually. And where you say you're from? I'm from Brooklyn. Really? You're from a city. Right. And I can relate. That's my goal.
Right.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
So when I do practice writing every day. So I look at it like some people take this music thing and they try to make it a hobby, or I'm trying to make it my career. You know what I mean? For me, it's like there is no plan B. There is no plan. You know what I mean, like.
And what has your advice been from like a manager role when you see these upcoming artists who are like, yeah, I'm trying to, and you're like, these are the labels you should be looking at getting signed. These are the events you should be looking at. You know, this is like the kind of album setup that you want to have for your Spotify? Like, I'm not in music, I don't know, but I know that.
That's an amazing question.
Normally, for a question like that, normally there is a consultation fee. Oh. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Shout out Blue Media Podcast.
Shout out Blue Media,
giving
right.
us the platform.
Only Blue Media can get this.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Only Blue Media get this for free.
But one thing, and I'm sure people notice about me, I'm not a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they really do like to get paid off for this stuff, and that's all they care about because that's how they eat. You know what I mean? And
that's the only source of income they have.
And I ain't knocking it. So, but my thing is that's not where I go with it. So, I mean, the main thing I could say is one thing, and Slash said it earlier: content. Right now, content is everything. You got to have content, videos. All different kinds of videos, or even if you're doing skits, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Just putting yourself out there. Every day you want to post at least once, maybe twice a day, making sure you catching that algorithm and making sure you knowing exactly when to post, how to post, hashtag, stuff like that.
That's the algorithm.
Right. And every social media has its own algorithm.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So each one you got to catch.
Study it.
Right. It's really a whole job for that. Like there's a whole
follow the guidelines, they'll pay you.
Yeah, seriously.
Follow the guidelines. The social media apps, they'll pay you. You just got to follow the guidelines.
Right. That's key, right? And that's easy, and it really is an easy way to make a little bit of change too, just to kind of invest more into the content. You know what I'm saying? There's that, and even before that, brand yourself, right? Create an official business for yourself.
See Reggie Lanez on everything.
Like you gotta, if let's say Slash, do you own your name?
No, I don't. Actually.
All right, so then this is what it is.
I'm taking right now.
So you gotta brand yourself, meaning you gotta go and buy an incorporated, an LLC.
I heard about this. My man told me it's like $800.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. Depends on where you do it at. You can do it yourself for cheaper.
Okay.
And it's kind of like filling out your tax form. It's very similar. And then you just pay the fee, and then you good. You know what I'm saying? So it can range up to $350 to $500, depending on which business licenses you buy. It's a whole lot of trick to it.
Definitely got to get an LLC. I heard about that. I heard just to have it is very key. It's like every grown man should have that.
An LLC,
I don't know what it is, but I heard about it.
It's your business. So you get an LLC for /O, you are now an official business. So now your new social security number for your business is your EIN number. They won't go to you directly now. So now
pay myself.
That's how you pay yourself. Exactly. They won't hit you
That's how
like.
You write stuff off in
So I need to know where I'm putting my money to.
Yeah.
So let's say you get the patiently waiting. Let's say you put patiently waiting out, and let's say God forbid 50 tries to sue you.
Right.
He won't go for you directly. He's gonna go for your business. You still safe. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you do that. You know what I mean?
I just learned something. Shout out to Blue Media.
Feel me?
We out here learning shit.
That's been the most important thing for me, like, is learning the business side of business.
Oh, so you have that. You have your own LLC for your brand and everything.
Working on things.
Okay. But you know how to, you know exactly.
I went through a Chapter 7 bankruptcy at 19 because I learned a lot about finance in a really short amount of time and was like, this is wrong. Cutting it all right here, and we're gonna start fresh.
And that's how it happens, right? Because I'll give you a prime example. Let me tell you how I really learned business. Because I'm gonna tell you this. All aspects of business are the same. The only thing that changes is the product and the person that's presenting the product. Literally everything else is the same. Music is just like selling your camera. It's just like selling linen on the street to a restaurant that want to put it on the table. It's all the same thing. I don't never put this out there, but I'm putting it out there. Shout out to Blue Media. During my day job, because I do have a day job, and a lot of your favorite people in the industry got day jobs. Nobody knows that. But I'm an account manager with a linen rental commercial business. So when you go to those fancy restaurants and they got linen on the tables, or they using those napkins to wipe, a lot of those restaurants, hotels, stuff like that, they get that from us, from my company that I work for. So it's the same way. So how I am as an account manager is the same way I put out my music. So what would I do differently? That's how you do it. Yeah, you learn from other businesses. You learn from other products that have nothing to do with music, and you just tap that into what you want. And then that's how you learn how to get it to other people that are not in the same circle as you. You know what I'm saying?
That it was an NFL player on his off seasons. He worked at Wendy's because he knew that when he retired, he wanted to open up a restaurant. And that's what he did. I read that at social media. He said he was one on his off time, he worked at a restaurant just because he wanted to learn the business aspects. Shout out to Reggie.
And that's how it goes, right? Because think about it, like somebody like Nas, for example, he got the cigars, the Escobar cigars, his own cigar line. Right, yeah, exactly. And they invest into different types of businesses because again, if you could sell like good dope gonna sell itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's good, like it's going everybody's gonna spread the word about it. You feel me?
That's
so if the music is that good,
100%.
people are gonna resonate.
If you got the gift, you got a gift.
You got the gift, right?
Can't stop that.
So
and that's when you brought up imposter syndrome, right? Like
exactly.
that comes around a lot. Where
Right.
just accepting that you have that gift,
Right.
and knowing like it might
But
feel a little crazy
it's hard
right
to
now
understand.
because
It's
there's
hard
no
to
like
understand
book
you have that
facts
gift when you
backing it up. Yeah,
It's hard to
you just
understand you have
to
that gift when you
trust.
walk in a room and there's 1,000 people that believe they have the same
Right.
gift. Though.
Right.
Right.
But
Even
that's
though-
when you got to separate yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, people don't know your business. They know of what they're doing, and they may know a little bit, but they don't know what you're doing exactly. You
You
feel
don't want
me?
to discredit nobody. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. You
Let
don't.
Nobody feel less.
You gotta show love to everybody. Everybody. So we all
The
live.
minute
At
you
the end
walk
of the day,
into that
we
room,
know- I
everyone
know
that
in
was
my head-
already in that
Right.
room sees
in my
one
head,
more
I say in
person
my
there
head,
now.
this person is really not that good though. I don't want to say it to them. I don't want to disrespect anyone in the room.
Right.
Right.
But in my personal opinion, I don't even shouldn't be in the room with him. I feel like I'm a little better than this.
I mean,
And again, that's where that separation comes in. The highest brands and the most expensive brands are unattainable.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see Louis Vuitton in the same
You
convention.
know, I don't
where
want to sound cocky. It's more.
it's not
like,
cocky.
It's a
No,
confidence. I believe in
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
bro. It's again. You're a business.
I
You
tell
you have to move like a business.
100%.
Why you think you don't see me outside like that no more, bro? I did that for 3 years just to
I
see
came home, I
you
see
in the
you.
cut.
My
The
first
biggest
time
brands are
outside, he
unattainable,
was
bro.
outside.
Speaking.
Yeah.
First year I said I was outside 2 years. 3 years
Yeah.
I've been home. First year he was outside.
Yeah.
Last year he been inside.
Yeah.
No, but every time he come out, it's for an event though. He got an event coming up now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get on that too, man. Shout out DJ Melody and 3K. Y'all got some
Yeah.
shit
Shouts
coming up,
out.
man. I'm trying to get on that, man.
what you're saying correlates exactly into the modeling world as well.
Absolutely.
There's so many models who New York Fashion Week just came and went, right?
They hit me up for that too.
Oh
they
my
have been wanting to be a
gosh.
part of that.
Yeah.
Everybody who wants
Daniel-
to be a model
Daniel's
runs
Leather,
to
yeah.
New
He hit me
York.
up like, hey, you want to fashion model? You really got a sound in the streets. You're working hard.
Right.
I see you. How you interested in? I said, sure. He said, no, you missed this year's. We gonna get you next year.
Right.
Shout out to Daniel. I'll be there
There
next
you
year.
go. Yeah.
I don't know how he reached out to me.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes because they need bodies for their events. You know what I mean?
Right. So,
Whether
and they
in
want
whatever
they want the
aspect.
people that for some reason like. You turn on your social media, you're gonna see me.
Right.
I'm in every freaking room. So it's
Right.
like
Right.
now they want to know why is he in this picture, and then he go on Reggie's. I'm in Reggie's page. I'm in the background of his page. Then you might see me in Blue Media, and then you might see me in 400. Then you might see me in Mo Dubs, and you might see me.
So my favorite phrase is your network is your
Your
net
net
worth.
worth.
Fire.
Right? So and that's how that correlates is because like
Indeed.
you said, someone's gonna wonder, someone's gonna ask.
Indeed.
I literally just came from a mic drop. Somebody did a block work mic drop in the area. Shout out Mo Dubs. He did a block work.
Yeah,
I went out, showed some love there. Came here, and then from here I'm going to Young Solo. Shout out to Solo.
Okay.
His video shoot. You know he got it going on to 10 o'clock. I said I'm gonna walk through a little 30 minutes, show love, get a little camo.
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
Get up out of there. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
I'm just trying to be in it everywhere at the same time. So that's 3-4 stops I got just today.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Some people just had one stop, Blue Media, or some people just gotta go to
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
I got 4 things going on today.
And
You know what I'm saying? And we still gotta go to Salsa con Fuego with Dice and Jim Jones tonight. So it's like, we
yeah.
working. We end up in the Bronx. By 11 o'clock tonight, we'll be in the Bronx.
And run that and definitely like get out there and get in as many scenes as you can. But my best advice is gonna tie back to don't do that forever.
That's a
At
fact.
some point you have to say where you had said, I went from paying for it to now it's a collab, then I'm gonna get paid for it.
Okay.
With the models who all just came rushing to New York Fashion Week for Fashion Week. A lot of these runways either charge models to walk, charge models for their media, for like their photos, like videos after.
You think they're not free?
Or they just, don't pay them.
Right, you can
It's
walk
just
for free.
an exposure thing, right?
Indeed.
But how many models I see get caught up in a lifetime of exposure.
With
I'm
no
like, honey,
money.
you've been at this for 15 years.
It's
You're
just
still doing
exposure?
stuff for exposure.
No money?
Is crazy.
Yeah.
And what's the level of exposure, right?
Do you
is
actually
it city
see?
exposure?
Are you on a magazine?
Is it state
Are you on the
exposure?
TV?
International, right? What are we looking at here? So like the first 2 New York Fashion Weeks, I'm, getting out there,
Get your
getting my
feet wet,
name out
yes.
there, doing the free work.
Right.
This past Fashion Week, I'm like, here's my day rate. Here's my hourly rate.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not as busy when I'm putting my rate in front of people instead of just offering to collab. But the busyness that I was about to invest for free for someone else's work,
took up so much
I'm now
time.
turning and putting into my own
Into your
project.
own, exactly.
So that's why
That's
I
how you do
hosted
that.
my own production for my brands this year. You know what I mean? Like
You
these
see what he
things
did?
came to be because I decided that there was going to be a shift at some point. If you don't make that decision, like to shift from like, okay, I'm going to pay into it to, okay, we're collabing to, okay, now I'm ready to get paid. People are going to keep you in that
Yeah,
collab
100%.
branch
Absolutely.
forever. Because like, it's how
Look,
someone's
you're from
eating.
West
You know what I mean?
Virginia,
Like
and
if
you're
they don't
literally-
have to give you a cut of that cake,
They're
they're
from
not
West
going
Virginia
to.
and you're running a podcast in New York City. You know what I mean? That just goes to show that you literally living what you're giving the advice.
For
Word
sure.
up.
For sure. And well, that's why I keep giving it, is because I'm like, I didn't think I was going to be here. 2 months before I moved to New York, people were like, oh, I just saw you in New York for New York Fashion Week. Like, you looked so great. You made so many connections. Are you going to move up there? And I was like, absolutely not. The city?
No, I was just-
terrifying.
I was just
You know what I mean?
networking.
There's rats and whatnot
Yeah, I
there.
was
Like,
just
no.
networking. Now
And I
you
had
used to
an
the
offer
rats. Now you see
live
the
here for
rats, they
free.
regular, right? Now you just see
You know
them,
what
they
I mean?
regular.
I was like, wait, an offer to live in the city for free in exchange for promo modeling 4 nights a week. So I'm giving 4 hours, 4 nights a week to these top clubs, which like, I'm partying, you know what I mean? So like, that's kind of like the coolest job you can ever have.
Absolutely.
But like
She's spending
energy-wise,
money.
no.
Okay, so it comes with
everything was
every-
free.
ooh,
I'm
okay.
living for free. My basic needs are covered in exchange for basically working as a promo model for like 4 days.
It's not bad.
Not bad, right? So I had this whole like, no, I'm not moving to the city. Why would I do that? Had an opportunity to do it. Decided to take it, and now I have my own apartment out here, and like I'm setting things up out here.
Now
But
you
that's
now
how
you paying
quickly-
bills and now you got to set
Oh
up.
my God, $34.99 for a pack of paper towels. New
Yeah.
York State government,
Fuck with New
please,
York City.
please.
Yeah. Welcome
I've
to
been
New York.
using
Wait till the
hand
toll.
wash towels.
Wait till you get.
No, I don't drive. I'm not doing
lucky
that.
we didn't get the camera towed.
But,
I
like,
DMV. They
The
didn't
point
pay
of
on
that,
me.
right,
Yeah,
was that
listen,
you have
man.
no idea
Inflation
what
is
one
real,
yes is going to take you down, what one, decision, like to put yourself first, like where that's really going to progress you.
That's a fact.
But I've definitely, in some of the things that you've shared today, seen where that's happened for you guys. That's
Yeah.
always an encouragement to
Most def.
an upcoming entrepreneur like myself to see people who've not only been sitting in it, but reaping success from it.
Listen, we all have our moments, and I'm sure every entrepreneur has a moment where they're like, man, F this. I'm
Right.
not doing this. But eventually you snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your religion is, I know I give it up to God every day first. Feel me? Like, I let him know what it is. And then he kind of just guide me from there.
Right.
And I just go. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for so long. I'm at the point where it's like, damn, shouldn't I be somewhere by now? But you can't rush greatness.
Right. And
You
if
can't rush it.
you look at where you are now compared to if you'd asked yourself that question at 20, you know what I mean? Or 10, 15, however, like there's always progress being made.
The biggest room in the house is the room for improvement. That's all I got to say.
You want to say that one more
The
time?
biggest room in the house is the room for improvement.
Yeah.
Understand that.
And don't be afraid to really furnish that house. You know what I mean? Or
Indeed.
furnish
And
that room.
Test yourself. Don't be afraid to furnish it, but not only furnish it, fully furnish it, then take everything out and do it again. And keep doing it. And do it again. And do it again till you find what's right for you.
Right.
So I got this thing, right? My song "Riding Out" is giving you your flowers while you're still breathing. So that's like one of the lines in my song. So it's like, and when I finish the song, like literally when I finish performing, I usually say like, listen, y'all, I'm not too tough to give nobody their flowers. Shout out everybody in the room. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Yeah,
DJ,
yeah.
you get your flowers. Security, you get your flowers.
Yeah.
Bartender, you get your flowers. So, I just want to give you your flowers. I appreciate you. Blue Media, you gotta get their flowers.
Shouts
you got
out.
Reggie Lanez, you gotta get your flowers, gang. You've been working hard.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. You already know.
That shit go. So, just want to give you that flowers. That's all.
Yeah, appreciate that. So,
Nah, most def.
hand them right back to
You know
you
that.
as well.
Because
For just
if you're gonna
popping
bring the
out.
fly, you're gonna bring the flyers to the grave. They're gonna rot right there in the grave with the
Yeah.
body. So you make sure you care about somebody. You
Every
tell
time
them.
I hear that, I think about that stat where it's
Make
like,
sure
what, 90% of men don't receive flowers until they're dead?
That's a
I
fact.
lost one of my
Like,
best friends.
that's crazy.
I lost one of my best friends June 6th, 2 years ago. So that's another thing. I'm wham. I'm always screaming Forever Knocktown. So when you always what's Forever Knocktown? Knock. His name is Knock. He's one of my best friends. He was like 40 years old. He passed. He was heavy set. He had a heart attack. He passed away. But he was one of the first people to believe in me in rapping. And I got videos to prove it. I can show you videos of like me coming out of jail and like I had like a uniform from the job that I got. Parole got me a job and I wasn't rapping and I rapped for him and he's like, yo, you nice. You should.
Yeah.
So I got proof that he actually was the first person to believe in me. You know what I'm saying? And he got YouTube videos. He's actually a rapper.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So he told me that I had a gift and I never really, then he passed away. And the minute he died, like I went in the studio and I wrote that song. And shout out to Drewski, like I said, it's been history since. So I feel like, and I got shot March 28th. His birthday is March 28th.
That's
so
crazy.
I got shot 5 times. I can't tell you what bullets feel like. Like, you know how they say that it burns or hurt? It didn't burn me, it didn't hurt, I didn't fall. I can't tell you what bullets feel like. I literally, it's like 5 mosquito bites.
Damn.
They hurt more now, healing, trying to get better
Right.
from when it actually happened.
Right.
It's crazy.
I didn't even feel them.
Adrenaline.
I chased them. I
Adrenaline,
wasn't.
yeah.
It could say adrenaline, but it wasn't adrenaline. I was in calm. I was in control the entire time. I took the gun from him. I'm fighting him. The whole time I was in control. I knew everything that was happening the entire time. And the only thing that I can say to explain, I just give it to God and to my guardian angel, my best friend.
There you go.
So that's the only I can't explain it. So I'm not even gonna try. So we're just gonna leave it to God.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No, I think that's definitely an
But you can't. And it's 365 days in a year. You get shot on your dead friends, your best friend's birthday.
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean? Like, I went to the hospital. They couldn't take 2 bullets out the first night. So I went to bed in the hospital with 2 bullets in me. But listen, 3 of them came in and out. 2 of them are still stuck in you. We need a special team that's gonna come in the morning. You know, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's home sleeping. They'll come in 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll remove them. So I stood in bed with 2 bullets in me overnight. You know what I mean? So
It's crazy.
I can't even tell you.
crazy.
It's crazy. You know what's also crazy? March 28th is my mother's birthday.
Shout out to Mama Love.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mine's 3 days before, March 25th.
So I get my I get a second opinion because one of the screws broke. I'm going March 28th.
Crazy.
I get my second
Oh,
opinion.
yeah. Ain't that
That's
something?
my day. I'm telling you, March 28th. That's my day.
You got to create a
How the
song
universe
now
works
called
like
March
that.
That's
28th.
my day. I'm telling you, March 28th.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
for sure.
Life comes around full circle, man.
For sure. Well, I guess next March 28th, we'll have to do a podcast.
Yeah, I'm hyped. Don't do me. I'll be here.
Round 2, you heard? Blue Media, you heard?
Blue Media, round 2. I'll be here.
Most
Thank you
def.
guys again. Flowers
Definitely appreciate
to
you
both
having
of
me.
you.
Appreciate
Blue
you.
Go
Media,
ahead
you
and
know
tell
what's
the
going
people
on.
real
Yeah,
quick how they can find you
when.
on social media.
Word up. I mean, well, ReggieLanez.com. You can Google Reggie Lanez. Don't forget the Z or you ain't going to find me. I'm everywhere, man. Just holler at me. You heard? You can also tune in to Rough Riders Radio every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Arena Podcast, New York. Shout out to my whole Arena family, Hoodie Frank Liano, Classy Pebbles, DJ Big Itch, and of course, Escobar, my right-hand man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. All right, Blue Media, we here, baby. Let's get it.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you want to share your
You talking to
Instagram?
Slash
so
Show?
we can get some more friends?
I'm not on no platforms. I'm on Instagram. You can find me grounded_season_ because we grinding all season.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Grind don't stop, baby.
And you already know me. I'm Lynn Bitt. I do a bit of everything. The brand is The Bit Store, BITT. And we'll catch you again soon for another episode of the Blue Media Podcast.
Fire.